Delray, welcome home. Still on cloud nine?
Yeah, a little bit. Still, some of it hasn't sunk in yet, but yeah, very pleased to do well over there and come back home for a little bit to relax and chill out.
Going over to India, a lot of things must go through your mind. How you want to perform, how you're hoping to perform. What are some of the satisfying things that you were telling yourself going over that you were able to accomplish once over there?
Just sticking to my game plans and what managed to work for me in the end. Watching a little bit of the test that England played over there and the one-day series that they played, trying to pick little things from them and building it around my game plan, and luckily most of it came off, and very pleased to do well, the first game especially, and carried on throughout the series.
Obviously, you were also able to pick the brains of other players and former players over in India. What's some of the things you were talking to them about their career that you could use in yours?
Yeah, I managed to get talk to some of the Indian players, majority in the one-day series, and then actually managed to get to speak to Rahul Dravid, who's the Indian under-19 coach, and just talking to him about some things I could improve. And he was like, "There's not much to improve, but I mean, there's still a lot of room to improve, especially going back to England." And I spoke to him about how he went back to England and adjusted when he went over there to play. So, it was good to speak to him for about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, I was really pleased with that as well.
When you get over there, you don't know too many of the guys, so you guys are still gelling together, because there was a few comments that some of those guys had never seen you play before in your own team. So that bonding that you guys had to do quickly in order to get that one-day series out of the way and then the 2 4-day matches, how was that done by the coaches and you guys themselves?
Well, we had a few days in Mumbai before we actually played the first ODI, so we went out to dinner a few times together as a group. So we tried to gel as early as we could, and in the first game it sort of showed. We fought together and I managed to pull off a brilliant victory, really. So yeah, we just tried to do things like going to dinner together, and we had a little group chat that if someone was going somewhere, they put it in there and try and get as many people to go from as possible. So yeah, it's just little things like that to try and get the group gelling.
You spent a lot of time at the wicket during the tour, but also you spent a lot of time in the pavilion, especially one day you waited all day to get a hit. Going through your mind, what is that sitting in the pavilion with pads on for majority of the day while the openers out there knocking over centuries?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really mind it, to be honest, because it was a splendid partnership to watch. Probably some of the best cricket I've seen in the last few years, so it was. I didn't mind watching it. But no, while I was sitting there, I was just trying to stay switched on, and then it got to a point really where I realised these two are probably not going to get out, so I sort of switched off, and then we had a night watchman. So yeah, I tried to stay switched on, move about a little bit, but really pleased. I was really pleased for them, actually, those two, because they didn't get many runs in a one-day series, and coming into the test series, that was a goal, to go big, and really pleased for them.
What did you think the conditions in India suited your style of play, or do you just think what your preparations prepared you for worked in your favor?
Yeah, a little bit of it. The wickets in Mumbai and the ODI series came onto the bat a little bit, so it was easier to sort of hit through the line sometimes. And then I play quite a lot of cross-batted shots, and then in the test series the wicket started to spin, so those shots came into play. But yeah, the conditions suited me a little bit. But there was still a little bit of adapting to do and a little bit of thinking to get my method going and my game plan, nailed on. So yeah.
After your first big knock, what was that night of sleep like?
I was still adjusting to the time difference, actually. So it was a lot better than the previous nights. One, because I was really tired, and two, I'd done well. So yeah, it was a good night. A lot of messages, a lot of stuff on Twitter and WhatsApp. So yeah. Like I said, really pleased to go big in the first game, just to showcase my skill, and that sort of set me up for the rest of the series.
Well, time to relax, home with the family for a bit. Enjoy.
Thank you.